Mr. Santee, Rob McNeil's coming to you live from Buzz Cannabis here in Santee. This is something that's very, very new. In fact, let's be honest, I never thought I'd be standing in a place like this in Santee.
Yeah,
but with me,
ever.
my partner in crime, Dustin Trotter, council member as well.
Everybody.
And we're here to just talk about this new venture in Santee. It's I think they were the first one open. I think there are two open now.
Second one open.
Second one open. Okay, yeah, that's right. The other one, Green Reason. No, what is it called now?
Santee Project Santee.
Santee Project. They opened up on Prospect, and now this one right here on Mission Gorge, on the absolute east side or west side of town, kind of over by El Rancho, like El Rancho restaurant. If you haven't been there before, you should go there because they have really, really good food. But yeah, we are here, and they have been open officially like 4 days.
Yeah, week.
I think Friday. It was Friday.
We're gonna need some information pretty quick here because they actually have their person coming to give us a little more information about their business, what's going on. So, like Rob mentioned, you guys, it's right here at the west end of Santee. If you haven't been by, obviously you see the big signs, BUZZ, Buzz. Retail location here. We're going to show you a little bit about what they do here. Obviously, it is a beautiful retail store. It reminds me a lot of a Apple store or a Neiman Marcus. A lot of the way that the retail is presented, a lot of the way that the interaction with the products happen here and stuff too. Very, very unique, and it's something here in Santee that obviously, like Rob mentioned, I never thought I'd see here in Santee either. It was, that
was a lot of years. It was 5 years, guys. 5 years of discussions, public comments, just everything before before the license was even issued to the very first place. There will be a total of 4 altogether at some point in Santee. There's one that maybe should be opening up in another month or so, and then there's one that'll probably open up next year sometime, and that'll be the final one. So, and they're spread out throughout Santee. But we did, we were very, as a council, we were very, more than compliant with state laws, but we actually superseded them.
Excessively above, their state law compliance.
Yeah, to make sure that they were further away from schools and further away from daycares and churches. We added churches because that wasn't even a state law, but we added that in there as well. Parks, exactly. We're just making, it's an even further distance than state law requires. And it's, but it's something that's, let's face it, it's legal in California. It was already open right next to Santee, and at least now the city of Santee is getting some of the tax benefits from it when those times actually do come. Like I said, it's only been 6 days now, so on Friday. It's only been open for 6 days, so we still got a little ways before we see anything out of it, but this will be something that is a new business and a permissible business in the city of Santee, but only for those 4 locations.
Speaking about permissible businesses in the city of Santee, I don't know if a lot of residents even know. So since the incorporation in 1980 in the city of Santee, there was only 3 businesses or types of businesses that were non-permissible.
Yep.
And marijuana dispensaries was one that was non-permissible. Tattoo parlors and adult strip clubs, basically. Adult, nude venues were the 3 businesses that were non-permissible in the city of Santee since its incorporation.
Yep.
Times have changed, obviously.
And
laws have changed.
Yeah, so they were non-permissible by statute. So it's not just, we don't have a business classification for it, like there are other businesses that don't exist in Santee, but they were actually not permissible by statute. So things had to be written in order to change that. Ordinances had to be changed, new law had to be written, and it was a very, very stringent situation. Like I said, it took us 5 years to get to the point where we could have something like this in the city of Santee. And we also, as a council, we wanted something that was going to be responsible, that had a higher end look to it, that wasn't lowbrow, like the one I believe the one that we visited over there in Oklahoma.
I would say to each his own.
Yeah,
but absolutely. Like we always say at Santee, we want the best of the best, right? So, we're standing here in this establishment, and it's very nice. It's very well done. The decor, the atmosphere, I don't know what you want to say, the layout, the presentation is really, really well done for a retail establishment. And it reminds me of, like, if you just go to the mall, you go down to UTC or Fashion Valley, it feels like a makeup store in here.
Yeah,
it feels like a Sephora or a...
something of that nature. That's exactly what
It really does. That's exactly what it feels like with the display units, the way the products are are on the shelves, things like that. It reminds me of like I said, how you make a store.
Yes, very much so. I mean, you actually, it's when we first not even first, I guess we were probably a year or so into it. With the old city manager, we did some field trips and checked out some of the other operations to see what the range was, what different stores looked like. And I recall that even the nicer one, it was very similar to this, but in how nice it was.
Yeah.
But the smell was very potent when you walked in.
Yeah.
This one, they spent so much money on their ventilation system that honestly you really can't barely tell if there's anything cannabis related in the store. It is not like the other stores that we checked out by any means.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, it's quite a difference. And if anybody has gone to another dispensary around San Diego somewhere in another city or the city of San Diego, there's a different. Everyone's a little bit different. The business model's a little different. Obviously, the products that they sell are a little bit different. The setups are a little bit different, and you can tell the difference in the quality of the ownership, the quality of the investment into the business, things like that in these places.
And the security.
Yeah, security. I mean, all that matters. Like you said, the ventilation, security, the security guide, the cameras, the technology they use today for ID and make sure that no minors come in. All these types of things that are part of state law, part of it, but also
they went over and above in this store.
Exactly. So the technology they're using is all facial recognition, a lot of software that to not allow people, not only minors, to come in here and purchase in the store, but also to recognize people who are the bad characters out there that's stolen in other places
or just done bad things in other stores. So it's on a system where they all talk to each other, and so if you were burned from one, pun intended, you can't get into this one either. So because it's all held there, even if they come in with a different ID, it's facial recognition still.
Right.
So like they have really stepped up on some of the stuff. It's kind of a whole nother level to anything that I'd ever seen before when we were looking at different stores and what they did and what we kind of envisioned as a council to have. We had to have something in Santee because it was all around us, and heck, it's being delivered into Santee already, which was impossible for law enforcement to stay on top of. Well, we did the best that we possibly could to make sure that it is something that is, like I said, a higher end classification, and you walk in, you still can be proud that it's not like a dark, seedy bar or something like that, where you're like, oh gosh, don't let the dark out.
Yeah.
It is very well lit.
Well, I was really proud actually last week, Rob. So you and I had stopped by here last week when they first they first got open basically. So we had been here previous than today. But last week, our mayor of Santee actually came in last week and checked out the store and really had a lot of praise and to say too. It is something that actually I believe, at least like I said, we've talked about it, and the mayor told me the same thing, that he's actually very proud of this, going through the process that we did for 5 years really, of putting this all together, but also the end product basically. We're actually really proud of this end product.
Yeah.
That's here.
And speaking of products,
yeah,
they've got a lot of it.
They got a lot of products. So they are going to have somebody.
I had no idea.
Yeah, they're actually going to have somebody here to talk about obviously what they do here in this business. She's running a little bit late right now, but there's all kinds of different products throughout the store here. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to
see
or do or whatever.
Carry the camera, I guess.
So actually, let's since we got a little bit of time now, let's talk about what's happening tonight. So everybody knows, obviously, we have our summer concerts here in the city of Santee, Town Center Park East. Tonight is Journeyman. So if you guys don't know, if you haven't made your plans already, obviously get yourself ready to come out to the park here in a couple of hours. We'll all be there, obviously. We're getting ready to head there. There you go, Joe. Thank you. Just on cue, buddy. Thank you. So a great band. I don't know if it's a tribute band, cover band. This is a tribute band. Yeah. So there's a difference apparently. I didn't know this years ago, but there's a difference between a cover band and a tribute band. But great band. You can have great music. Obviously, a lot of sing-along stuff. Most people are going to know a lot of these tunes that they sing. And
so it is mostly Journey, but it's not all Journey. I saw they're kind of lined up.
Pat Benatar,
they do Toto. They do Chicago. They do just that genre of music. It's going to be a great time out there. It has cooled off a little bit. I know it's still warm, but it's not as warm as it was last week.
Yeah.
That was a scorcher out there, and we still had a turnout.
Oh my gosh!
Had we at least 6,000 people?
Yeah, I was to say 5,000 to 6,000. I was
Yeah.
5, so it could be there.
Conservatively.
But it was packed in the park last week.
Absolutely.
I mean, for the first concert series of the summer, all of it, I think it contributed a few different things. Obviously, first concert, everybody likes to come out and get the kickoff to the summer going, all that stuff. But also the drone show last week.
Yeah.
I think that brought a lot of people and a lot of interest. And what I didn't know, Rob, so I don't know if you realized, you remember we had an issue getting out of the parking lot last week,
Oh,
right?
my goodness, yeah.
The traffic was really backed up. Well, we mentioned to you guys the week before that the bridge is closed from Town Center Park East parking lot over to the YMCA. So that actually put a lot of foot traffic out into the main road going out there. So pedestrians have the right of way, obviously. So people weren't able to turn or go.
Yeah.
So we had some traffic issues trying to move the bodies of the people out of there. But what I was told was that
this week?
no, still talking about last week.
All right.
What I was told was that people were lined up on the sidewalks out in front of where the YMCA is.
Oh, to watch the drone
yeah,
show.
Where the housing is. People are lined up in their chairs and standing and all that to watch the drone show.
Yeah.
So actually, the people you saw in the park, there was actually an exponential amount of people around the area that was, hanging out and watching.
Yeah,
Look at that drone right there. That's awesome. I don't know how many drones make up
I
out
have no
there.
idea, but there were a
real,
lot.
It was a really cool show.
Yeah.
We saw some cool things. Obviously, having the zip code in there, but it had some other cool Santee things. It had a bunch of things.
Yeah.
It was very unique. It was fun. I think we all had a good time.
Had the logo, the City of Santee's logo in the air. It was really neat. A lot of America stuff, the flag, and just they're celebrating our 250th.
And that's really what this was. This is the kickoff to our summer series and our contribution to the to America's 250th here in Santee with that extra special layers on top of everything.
Absolutely. And thank you to Joel Anderson. Actually, Joel Anderson sponsored the drone show himself, or his office did. So thank you, Joel Anderson, for that. We appreciate it. The citizens of Santee appreciate it. It was definitely very much talked about after the fact. Seeing it on socials and that night. I mean, I had some pictures too, but I had the big light pole in front of mine, so they weren't great. So I just let everybody else do theirs.
Right.
But pictures were all over socials from all different angles. So like you said, there were definitely people from all different sections of Santee that were checking it out. We had some friends that were over even on the northeast side, up on the hill there, and they were saying they could actually see it. Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what it used to remind me of back in the day, even before we had the park at Town Center Park East. Everybody used to sit in the parking lot where Food for Less is, right?
Yeah.
Kind of line up all right there to watch the fireworks show.
No, you're right. Absolutely.
Over at the Bobby Sox fields there, the Town Center Park West. Everybody used to get in that parking lot area and all that. And it kind of reminded me of that, where we didn't have the park back then, but everybody around there was all just hanging out, watching the fireworks. Right?
Yes. Yeah, and now that we do have Town Center Community Park East, everybody can pack in there. But they had RVs. People always had their RVs out there and everything. Yeah, it was very similar to that.
Thing, all that. So.
Yes. I'm sorry, people are walking in as we're doing this. So
we're live right here in the store right now, you guys.
Clearly,
You haven't figured that out. And there's obviously patrons coming in and out. There's business happening right here and everything. So there's activity all around us right now. So pardon our whatever interruption or anything see behind us or around us.
So I don't know where our host is that was supposed to be here and talk to us about all this stuff, but I can tell you, there's stuff here. I can't believe that there's cannabis in everything. You can basically have cannabis in everything. There's drinks, there's dropper things or dropping on your tongue. There's suckers. There's, not suckers, but hard candy. Hard candy.
Lollipops.
There's, of course, the vapes and then the flower stuff and it is the gummies.
Yeah, edibles, gummies, edible candy bars.
Chocolates. There's lots of all that stuff. So it's crazy. This is crazy. I can't believe all the different things that you can have in one store. This is nuts. But But it is, like I said, it is a nice place. Actually, we're seeing people come through.
Let's go to that point real quick too, because a lot of people, naysayers or haters, even they like, oh, this is a bad thing for the community, this, that, and the other. You understand, this is a very heavily regulated industry today.
Exceptional.
The state of California, obviously, and now the city of Santee, extremely regulated. So when you come into the store, and watching it happen right now, that's why I pointed out, you have to scan your ID here at the security, so they know that you came into the store. Then you have to scan once you do your purchase, so they know how much product you have purchased and what type of products. So they know what came into the store, what come out of the store, and then they know how much you purchased. And there is a limit. You cannot just buy an infinite amount of product daily. You have a limit every daily, or you cannot just come in here.
No, what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what the numbers are. I just remember going through this when we went through it. The state regulates there's only a certain limit that you can purchase daily. You are regulated to the state. So everybody thinks it's just a free fall.
No,
right?
Yeah,
It's all you can just it's going to go crazy haywire around here.
And the principals of the location are people that own other businesses in Santee. They've restaurants, bar, car wash. I mean, liquor store. They've been in hospitality.
A lot of hospitality and retail business
and retail services for generations. And so they know what they're doing. This isn't their first location either. For this one right here, I guess there's a couple more of these in San Diego, and they're opening a couple more. So they know what they're doing. Apparently, they get volume discounts, so because of their purchasing power. So maybe that helps out with your prices when you come in. You guys, if this is what you do, you're going to know what the prices are supposed to be. Come check out their prices. I couldn't tell you the difference, but I mean, it is amazing to me the different types of products that are available in one of these stores. It just blows me away. I mean, there's sleep stuff. There's if you're sore, you're feeling pain. There's stuff that doesn't have the THC side of it. That gets you that's a high. It is more of the medicinal side, and they've got all of that as well.
The lotion, like you said, it's sleep
lotions,
stuff, lotions for your pains, for your aches and pains, or arthritis. It's very medicinal uses too. Not just getting high, as you say, right?
But this is something that's definitely it's new to see this type of stuff in this and all the different types of products you can possibly have in one of these stores. But you need to come check it out for yourself and just see for yourself.
All right, so we're gonna get off topic again because I like get off topic a little bit. So where are we going on Saturday?
Saturday is a wonderful, wonderful day in San Diego. We're not going to be in Santee, but we are going to be in Coronado going to NASCAR.
So, I know everybody knows NASCAR is coming to San Diego. This is a huge week, huge thing. Rob, you ever been to a NASCAR race before?
I have never been to a NASCAR race in my entire life. And I've got to be honest, I never watched a NASCAR race in my entire life either. It's
right. So this is a little different.
Sport,
this is a road course. Yeah. So it's not an oval track. It's not, super high speed.
Doing more than turning left.
Yeah, they're going right and left both.
Okay.
So they actually, ironic when you say that, they actually have to change the configuration of the car to not just allow it to turn right, but the way it's set up.
Yeah.
When these other tracks, they have high banking and very steep, so they set the cars up a certain way to obviously stay on the track.
Yeah.
And so now it's a
and hold at those speeds.
Yeah, holding those speeds and stuff. So you never been to a NASCAR, race in your life, right?
Never.
Are you looking forward to it?
I am.
Yeah.
I think this will be a neat thing. Thank you to the command.
Yeah,
the
there we
base
go,
command.
Joe.
Yeah, thank you to the base command for providing us tickets at the city. It's really a neat experience, and they really do want to share what they've done and what they're doing. I should have caught it earlier. That music. Well, yeah. Sorry. The music's a little loud, I guess. Sorry, guys. Joe's telling us producer Joe's mic is not working the greatest right now, so he's texting me his comments. So yeah, we didn't know that the music was so loud that it's difficult to hear, but hopefully you can still hear us and you're getting all of this stuff. But yes, back to
NASCAR. So
back to NASCAR.
Like I said, I know you've never been there, obviously, but are you looking forward to it? it's a unique thing. Like I said, I'm excited. My wife, my son, we're super excited. We've gone to NASCAR races in the past.
You've done a bunch of them.
We've done several. We've gone to Phoenix. We've gone to Talladega. We've gone to Bristol. San Diego obviously coming here. So we're excited. I mean, it's different. It's not an oval track. It's not high speed, but you get all the atmosphere of NASCAR. But
see, I don't even know what to expect.
It is.
I've never expected it.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
I know it's gonna be a good time. It is gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be fun.
We'll get there early.
Joe's got the track and all the layout and stuff, but what you don't see here is all the vendor stuff. So obviously you got the beer gardens and the food and the concessions and the vendors and all these things that are going with the festivities. But talk about festivities. That's what really makes this unique. This is on the Navy base.
Yeah.
This is the first time they've ever done a NASCAR race on a Navy base, and this is America's 250, which is the Navy's 250th birthday coming up. So they're actually doing this on Father's Day with the Navy's 250th birthday. So this is going to be a very patriotic celebration. It's really going to highlight, obviously, our Navy sailors and veterans that are out there. I'm just looking forward to a great weekend, man. I think this is going to be an absolutely awesome weekend. Not only for the city of San Diego and the community, because it's going to bring a lot of economy here.
Oh my gosh.
Coronado,
yeah.
You can't even believe if you got to Coronado this week or not. If you've seen what's going on, Coronado is just inundated with everything.
You're not getting on the base as of tomorrow.
No, you're not getting on the base if you don't have a
work
ticket
on the base
and or an ID.
Yeah. I mean,
but the community of Coronado, the city of
Yeah.
Coronado, every hotel room is packed out, every bar, every restaurant. I talked to a couple of my friends that the last 3 nights had just been like, it feels like almost like the Super Bowl, kind of thing where all this inundation of people from the outside. Mm-hmm. And again, it's Coronado.
Yeah.
So this is an island. This is a small community. This is not like spread out through the city of San Diego.
Which
here.
is also getting in and out.
Right.
It's going to be difficult. So we are definitely planning. Tell me who will win.
Dustin will be. Well, so Shane Van Gisbergen is a great driver. Just came to NASCAR a couple years, 3 years ago, I think it was, a couple years ago. And he is a road course demon. Like, he's just winning at all the road courses. Last year, he won 5 road course tracks last year. This is the first time any of these guys are running on this track.
Yeah, because it's never been done before.
It's never been done, right? So none of them have any practice. None of them have getting on this track. SVG is a favorite to win this race.
That's what he goes by?
That's who goes by.
SVG.
Shane Van Gisbergen. So SVG, he can't wait to watch on TV. The track is made the base look really cool. Steve, I haven't gone down there to the track itself. Thank you, Helen. I haven't gone down the track itself yet. I've watched some of the little videos and things like that, and it is looking super cool. Talked to some of my friends in Coronado just recently, like I said. Oh, that's another thing too. Steve's right. So Jimmy Johnson is racing on Saturday.
Okay, that would be cool.
Yeah, so
San Diego boy.
Yeah. So he's actually racing on Saturday.
Yeah. That would be really cool to see. Yeah, to see the hometown kid do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he'll do it, but because those kids are just so much better. And also now Steve's going just AJ Allmendinger and Chase Elliott, what Steve's talking about there. So yeah, there's some good road course drivers out there. SVG obviously has been winning a lot since he's come to NASCAR. It's an exciting time here in San Diego. I think this is it's a not only unique and different, obviously, but it's like one of these festivities or events that has brought so many people from the outside that normally wouldn't come here.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't. All these trucks and these haulers and these crews, and they wouldn't come here.
I've been seeing people posting online pictures of the haulers coming, the big semis with the cars inside them coming down the freeways and stuff like that, and get people just getting excited. We went to Costco to get gas here in Santee, and I saw in the back window somebody had painted the window markers, and they painted NASCAR and all this stuff. Whoever their favorite driver is.
I don't know if you know this. Is speaking about that, Santee Lakes is the camping place for NASCAR.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So
they got basically somehow they got linked up with NASCAR, and Santee Lakes is the preferred camping vendor for NASCAR for this race. Because typically you have camping around the tracks a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weeds in.
It's in the inside the track,
No,
in the center?
they have both. It depends on the
It is
track.
on the
On the outside, it's all
Shows
that.
you what I know
it's
about
that,
racing.
It's that normal tailgating type of stuff like that you normally do and all the things. So all the tailgating, you normally do on the outside, do all the things, but they normally have all the camping and stuff the whole weekend or all that, but obviously can't do this in the Navy base, right? So
Come to the New Hampshire track, Dustin.
New Hampshire, yeah. So I'm going to Bristol. So Steve, I'm going to Bristol in September again, and then actually we're going to Daytona next February. Those are the next two on our agenda. So twice a year we go to different NASCAR tracks.
Tell you, him and Jenny, his wife, they do love NASCAR. They like this. It really is kind of a passion for them. I think it's neat that you guys have found. Oh yes. Oh, we have our tour guide, I guess.
Yep.
She's finally showing up. Better late than never. I mean, we're only 26 minutes in.
We're right on time.
All right, come on in here. Come on in. Bring her in. Bring her in.
All right, guys. So we actually have our Buzz just got their representative coming in right now.
How you doing? I'm Rob. Rena, pleasure meeting you. This is Santee and Dustin Trotter.
Nice to meet you.
Say hello. So, all right, you're gonna have to talk loud because it's loud.
Okay.
So you gotta
We haven't got the music going.
And there's music going in the background, so yeah, you gotta speak up here. So anyway, you are like the social media director.
Yes.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
So all the social media stuff, so all the online stuff, the advertising and just promotions and things of that nature.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us about the store a little bit. Just give us. I mean, this
Like
isn't the
this
first
store?
store. Well,
Or
we'll get to
Buzz?
this store. Let's start with Buzz.
Let's start with Buzz. Tell everybody about Buzz.
Give us the Buzz story.
Yeah.
A Buzz story. Well, we started in Mission Valley. And we're coming up on 3 years. In October will be officially 3 years we've been open at Mission Valley. Ever since we got Mission going, it's kind of just been like nonstop. Opening up every single Buzz location. It's been growing.
So how many stores do you have now?
6 locations.
Including this one? Okay.
7, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have Mission Valley, La Mesa, Sereno Valley, National City, Wildomore, Santee,
And Lemon Grove. All right, so yeah, you have 7.
7.
Wow. So this is the newest one out of
This
the.
is the newest
All right.
Yes.
So what is it? Is this very similar to the other stores? Is this a little bit nicer? Tell me it's nicer. Tell me it's nicer. Is it a little bit nicer, maybe?
All of our buses are really nice.
Oh, that's a corporate response.
No,
Can't
it's
hear
not.
her.
I mean, look at it.
All
It's
right.
a replica of everything.
It is.
that we do.
So we were talking about earlier when I walked in here a couple weeks ago and checked out the first time. It reminded me of maybe an Apple store or maybe a Marcus, but even like a high-end makeup store. I don't know if Sephora is the right one or whatever, but
Oh, that's the name I threw out, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what makeup
It's a
either.
little
Yeah.
higher,
It's on the higher end.
Hills, I don't know what all the makeup stores are, but
I know we
reminds me
have
of
in
that.
Sephora, we have an Ulta, and there's that.
Yeah.
And
I'm
there's
gonna go
a
higher
line
than
for
that.
it.
It's
Well,
gonna go
yeah.
higher.
So yeah, so you guys have done a really good job. You've all right. I was trying to talk about the different products that you have, but I don't know.
Oh, man.
This is my world. I don't know. Like, how would you describe this to somebody that hasn't been in to get them to come in? What's your?
I would say, like,
You guys speak up.
I would say we have something available for any customer, like whatever you're looking for, whether that's like vapes, flour, even if you want drinks, if you're not like a big smoker, like a lot of.
Yeah, they can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, goodness.
Try
Okay.
your best. Loud as you can.
No, I was saying that our store has pretty much everything that you can think of. So whatever you're looking for, whether you're smoking or just looking for like something to eat, something to drink, maybe don't want something too harsh on the lungs. We have pretty much everything for every customer that you're looking for, whether it's going to be like high end or something that I don't know, something just like super simple that you're looking for. Even when it comes to accessories, we pretty much have a very variety of options.
Okay, so you said high end. You mean high end as far as content, or high end as far as price, or high end?
High end more as in price.
As in
Like,
price,
yes,
okay.
because weed is also like they grow it differently, right? So the
I don't know.
You don't know, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
tell us.
So depending on how you grow your flowers, obviously going to be more high end or more not.
Okay, so you have premier flowers,
Yes.
and not like flowers like, hey, I got a bouquet for you.
Yeah,
It's,
exactly. We have premium flower. Like if you're looking for like something super specific, like you want this exact thing in your flower, or maybe you're just looking to get high and you also just want something quick on the go, like you also have that.
I don't. Yeah, they have that.
So talk about all the different products and start getting there. But what if someone who has never smoked before or doesn't know what they exactly want? You guys have people here that can help them, right?
Oh, yes.
So you have, I don't know what to call
Bud tenders.
bud tenders. So the bud tenders, you come in
Bud
and
tenders, that's
you know
funny.
Yes.
if you're looking for, you have an ailment or something like a muscle, issue or something like that, it's not just about getting high.
No,
It's also, there's medicinal uses, that you guys have
100%.
here.
I feel like when
And you have people that can help them and walk them through the right product for their use.
I will say when customers come in, our first thing is always like, what are you looking for? And it's never just like, oh, are you looking to get high? Like, what are your specific needs? Because our bartenders will know how to help you better in that area. So maybe you're coming for sleep. Maybe you're coming because you need more energy. Or maybe you're coming because you just want to relax. Like, we have all the products for those specific needs. And sometimes medical patients come in. I wouldn't say sometimes. More than often, it's always medical patients that come in that need help for like pain or things that they can't get from certain medications from their doctors.
Since Rob stepped out, well, get back in here real quick. So, can you just maybe list off products, right? So obviously you got flour, we got pre-rolls, I'm getting some of the basic things, but like I said, you have beverages, right? So what are these beverages? They're flavored, they're THC infused.
So the beverages are THC infused, obviously, depending on what you're going to get specific on the brand. Some of them have CBD, some of them have CBN, some of them have THCV, which is like for energy and things like that. Most of them are
For energy?
Yeah.
THC for energy.
Yeah, for the gym junkies.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
See, everybody's learning. We're all learning together. You may already know that out there, but yeah, this is new stuff.
all new.
I would never have associated a cannabis product with energy drink.
You'd be
Right.
surprised.
So edibles obviously go from gummies to candy bars to
Yes. So
candy.
many things. We have like hot chocolate sometimes, maple syrup cubes are also really good too. Put them in your coffee for the morning.
Okay.
We've noticed, and I'm just talking to people, friends that own restaurants, is there are more and more people that no longer drink. They've switched over to some sort of a cannabinoid product because they don't want that that hangover the next day or any of that stuff. They want to feel comfortable. They want to feel comfortable. They want to feel relaxed, but they don't want all of the damage that alcohol does. And so I've noticed that like at restaurants they're saying that alcohol sales are way down. And then when you were talking about last week at the concert, they were giving, there were people out there with beers and stuff like that. Yeah. And Rick was telling me, he's like, I can't tell you how many people said, no, I'm good. I don't drink anymore. It's definitely there has been a change. I don't know if that's just a California thing, a Southern California thing, or if it's a nationwide thing. But the restaurants have felt a little bit of the pinch.
There's a thing called California sober, apparently, right? Everybody says I didn't know this. So I see that, and that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's not drinking alcohol anymore. A lot of people got because let's say the issues with the liver or the hangover or just as you get older, things don't process the way they used to. She's young, so she didn't get there yet on these problems. But
and there are people that would self-medicate for pain.
Right.
They would drink maybe excessively for pain, and now they can actually have a gummy, and it takes away that pain receptor for them, and they don't without having that high, without being high or drunk or anything of that nature. So, there's benefits to all of this. Everything in moderation, because anything in excess is just not good for you.
Right.
But like you said, there are people here that can walk you through any of these things. The craziest thing to me was the drinks, so I'm not going to lie. That was like cannabis drinks. So there's no alcohol in them, but they have cannabis. So it's for those that do like to be a social drinker, you're still able to hang out with friends and have a drink socially without it being without there being alcohol in it. So
can you tell everybody about the security here at Buzz, and then maybe a little bit about what makes Buzz different than another dispensary?
Yeah, what are you asking for about security?
Well, it's just like, what is the process when you walk in the store?
Okay, yeah.
Obviously there is security. We're looking around. There's security guards here. Yeah. So what is the normal process when you walk into a Buzz store?
So a normal process, like coming into any Buzz, is as soon as you come in, you're welcomed with a warm welcome from quite literally everybody, like at reception. Even if people are helping out on the floor, everyone's like, "Hi, welcome in!" Like super loud. That way you feel our presence, and then you just get checked in with your ID. And then as soon as you get checked in with your ID, a bartender will immediately ask you, like, hi, what are you looking for today? And if you choose to say no, I just want to look by myself, you have that option to do so with select locations depending on what our store location looks like. Because, for example, like National City, most of our product is behind the shelves, flour and such. Edibles are out in the floor with the drinks, so they could do that kind of browsing by themselves. Versus like Mission Valley, Santee, Wildemore's like free like open shopping. So they have that option. Or if you're like, actually no, I need help, I'm looking for X, Y, and Z. We're like, cool, I got you. Let me take you to what I think is gonna be best for you.
Okay. And what makes Buzz different than another dispensary? Why would someone come here opposed to going the one down the street?
I would say that specific thing is what makes Buzz the most different, because certain places I feel like you go to and you might have the freedom to do so, but people are always like, you know, in your necks, trying to be like, what can I get you, what can I get you? But we're like truly like here for you and the customers and the patients. So we try
If they want.
If they want,
course,
right? So of course we're not gonna like bug you to the bone, but at the same time we're gonna be right in the corner. If you need anything, I'm right there for you. And if you need help, like I got you.
So one thing I noticed, you know, just with coming in here, obviously, is that it is all open, right? So you walk in the front door, you're in the store, you're in the retail area, right? Other places I've especially gone into, you have to go into a waiting room almost, and then you have to get checked in, and then you have to get escorted into the sales area, right? And so that's one thing I've noticed, that the concept's a little bit different here than some other ones. And you mentioned, obviously, the budtenders are here to help you, if you need the help or not. Some other places obviously require someone to be with you at all times. And here you're not. You're free to roam around. You're free to shop.
Yeah, free to shop. And I would say, like, we have a specific, like, rotation of our budtenders. That way we can watch the store fully.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because obviously you have to. But, like, you have the freedom to do so. So that way you don't feel like so much pressure, like someone's on your back watching you the whole time. You get to, like, actually just relax, enjoy your shopping. Because, I mean, it's sweet. At the end of the day, you're the person buying it. You want you to feel comfortable with what you're getting. But, like I said, if you need help, like, obviously we're going to help.
And that's why, to me, it feels like a true retail experience. Because it's some of the places I've seen that you feel like you're like, okay, I'm going into this room, then I go into a back room, and it kind of like, you're not, it's just kind of like, it doesn't really feel like, seedy is probably the wrong word, but it doesn't really feel like this feels like a real retail experience. You're literally walking into the store, and you're shopping, literally.
And the clientele is so all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, watching this, there's, excuse me, people in their 20s to people in their 70s at least, walking through and getting advice or getting information, or if there's some that obviously know exactly what they want already and want to do what they want to do. But it is I'm a little dumbfounded at the level of clientele. The difference is in clientele. There's not just like one type of person. It's everybody. It's everybody.
So how long has the store been open here in Santee?
This one?
Yeah.
Not even a full month.
Not even a full month.
Like a few weeks ago.
It's about a few weeks, right? So what are the hours of operation here? How does, the store's open 7 days a week?
7 days a week. We open at 9 and close at 9 or 10. I'm like, I can't remember. Oh yeah, 8:50. No, doors close at 9 because we have the registration.
Right.
But 8:50 last call basically.
So basically 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You're open every day, all 7 days a week in here. It's when you open a new store, do you guys, do extra promotion? Do you have any like a grand opening?
Clearly,
coming?
they do some promotion. Look at that board back there. Oh my God.
Yeah.
40% off, 50% off. Yeah, they're definitely doing
so
some
anytime
big stuff.
we open up a Buzz location, it's the same thing we've been doing since the beginning of Mission Valley. It's 30% off the store all day, every day. Extra 10% back. You get that 40% when you become a Buzz member, so you sign up for your loyalty points. It's the best thing ever. Our customers love it so much because if you're consistently coming, it's almost like a little surprise when you have money ready in your little account.
Okay.
And then you go to the register.
It's like a rewards program or a lot of stores.
Sometimes they don't even know you have points, and we'll let them know, like, hey, you got $10 off, and they're like, no way, like, put it on. It's like, it's like a good little surprise.
Oh, same thing at the restaurants. Yeah, you go there, you use the same card, and they're like, hey, you want to spend this? Nope, keep racking it up.
And then we also have, like,
when I don't have any money, I want to be able to use that.
And then with that, we also have just 50% off select brands every single day that are different to each category. But I think that's like our main thing. Usually when we have a grand opening, we'll do some sort of like goodie bag kind of type thing. But for the most part, that's just like.
Is there anything?
She comes in and buys them, Joe.
Is there any, grand opening coming here to Santee? Any other special things coming you can share to the audience today?
We usually do planet ribbon cutting, so I think that's in the works for sure. We do that for National City and Wildemore. Our grand opening, obviously, I do not know when that date will be, but we probably will some sort of like promotion for it, along with the 40% off every single day.
So how would the audience find that information out? So you have social
Yes.
media, do you have websites?
So you can
What?
go on Instagram. Our @ is _buzz_San Diego. That's where we post all of our stuff. We also have, if you're part of the loyalty program, you get the email preferences and things like that. So everything is sent up to our loyalty members all the time, so they know exactly what's coming.
You guys have a website?
Website buzzcannabis.com.
BuzzCannabis.com. All right, that's easy enough. BuzzCannabis.com.
Exactly.
That's probably where you want to go just to
Yes.
check everything out, and then from that, it'll lead you to the other social media
Exactly.
support items, and you can follow from there. But yeah, BuzzCannabis.com would be a great place to start. Find out what they have. It's like there a product menu on there.
Yeah, so if you go on our website, we have all of our locations listed. Whichever location you click on will show you the exact deals. You can also go on Read Map that has all of our select deals as well.
Well, we want them to go to your website.
Yeah.
Website.
Absolutely.
Go to their website. I don't know anybody maps. Go to Buzz.
Right. Well,
In
we
Santee.
do a pickup, so that's how they,
Okay, so you're saying, so they can go on your website, place an order, and then you come in here and pick it up in the store?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another way to obviously find your product. You can go ahead and order it, it's ready to go. It's prepackaged for you, I
Yes.
assume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pre-packaged and pre-wrapped. and-
Pre-wrapped, whatever.
Yeah,
Pre-bagged.
The Buzz
Yeah.
bag.
all in the Buzz bag. I did see that. It's funny because the bags, they look like almost like the old pharmacy bags. They're all stapled together and everything. It's kind of what it looks like.
Oh yeah. You got the
yeah.
receipt stapled to the.
Yeah,
all
yes,
that
yes.
stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, Joe's got the
website up there for
right
you.
there for you guys. So.
Is there anything else you wanted to add to this?
Find your buzz.
Find
Have
your
buzz.
buzz. That's
Find your
got
buzz.
Is that the
it.
tagline? Is that the?
That's your tag.
Did you make that up?
Time you've
Somebody
used
else?
that.
That's the start thing.
That's the
That's
thing,
it, right? Find your buzz. Become a buzz member. Find
Yes.
your buzz.
I will say, become a buzz member. That will be your best friend, and that is
Did you
like
say your buzz friend?
buzz member.
I know, but that will be your buzz
Oh,
friend.
it will be your best friend.
Best friend.
No,
Okay.
Buzz friend.
Buzz
is-
I thought you were throwing more puns into
I
this
mean, we
already.
can say buzz friends.
Buzz friend.
Like, no, but I would say like the loyalty program is like what keeps me drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, this is. I'm telling you, the people just walking in the door. It is not at all what I would have expected by any means. It is definitely a variety. It's actually way more people on the older side than there are. Yeah, way more on the older than there are on the younger side by far, and I mean on the older side. So this is it is not something I would have expected, but it's kind of neat to see it. This is neat. I'm glad we got this done in Santee. We've providing service for citizens and those in the surrounding communities. Come on out to Santee. Come on out to Buzz. Check it out. Become a Buzz member
Buzz member.
and find your buzz.
There
Thank
we
you.
go. There we
Thank you
go.
very much. We appreciate you and your
Well, thank
time.
you very much. Appreciate your time.
We're gonna end up the show here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
Before we're done here, I just wanted to bring up one last thing. Just because I have to. Last weekend, the UFC fights.
Oh,
If
yeah.
anybody loves UFC,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, what a card! I lost my mind over
Yeah.
that card.
Yeah.
I've never seen a card where every single 7 out of 7 fights was a knockout or technical knockout.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never seen. I've been watching UFC since it started in the very beginning.
Yeah.
I've never seen something like that.
You're right, because I was actually surprised when what you're talking about. So there was actually quote unquote more boxing than
Yeah.
submissions.
Yeah.
Right. So
Everybody
not a
stood
lot of
and
people
just
went. Not
pounded
a
it
lot of
out.
people went to the ground, and there was 0 submissions.
No,
The
no.
one guy should have had the armbar. I don't know how he screwed that up.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between.
Well, you get to a point where you're sweaty, you're slippery.
I don't know.
It's hard to hold
he
that
held,
stuff.
but he held it all the way. I mean, the guy held out, and the guy held it all the way to the
bell.
round break,
Yeah.
and he should have had the armbar. I mean,
No,
he should have submitted, but he
These
didn't.
people, these guys have such heart. I mean, that last fight,
Yeah.
both those men
Oh, yeah.
have just absolute
Yeah.
tremendous heart to be able to go
Oh,
out there and
absolutely.
keep going back out there,
Absolutely.
taking some of the
Well,
brutal beatings I've ever seen.
again, my opinion here, I don't think they should have let the guy go back out there that last
The
round.
4th round.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
should.
The doctor wanted to stop it.
He did, and I don't know how he got talked out. He should have made the guy.
The referee. The
Yeah,
referee
they-
said no.
I know.
We're going to continue.
They should have. Tom Clausen, thank you for your support. Absolutely, thank you, Tom. But yeah, always supporting local businesses. Obviously, not
Absolutely,
just here in Santee, but obviously great. Tom has a cigar shop over in Kearney Mesa, Excalibur. Great establishment over there, you guys. If you ever get over to Excalibur, go check them out.
Well, Tom will probably be a part of the third cannabis location in Santee with Green Reserve. That's still under construction. They're still working on that. But yeah, thank you, Tom. Appreciate you and all you do in Santee, and your family's done for many years in Santee. We appreciate you guys. But
back to USC.
Back to USC. But okay, so the fights were freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, they were.
But
they were really
over and above that, just the pomp and circumstance was so cool. I literally had chills at different times.
Yeah.
The songs of people coming out. The flyover was tremendous. The Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels. Chris Merrill's coming to you soon.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, I mean, just all of that. It was insane.
You're right.
And hundreds of thousands of people that were sitting just on the lawn, free. They got to go out there for free and see on the big screens and stuff.
Yep.
They weren't in the stands, but they got.
Well, the people in the stands were military members primarily, right? So they had a lot of Army, a lot of Navy there. Looked like just a ton of military personnel are actually in the stands and stuff. But you're right. You could feel the patriotism.
The President's own Marine Corps band was phenomenal.
Oh gosh, that one gal. I think she was. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She was
Again,
awesome.
getting chills right now thinking about it.
Yeah.
It was one of the neatest events I've ever seen in my life. And there are those that are just want to say, oh well, because you're all right wingers and all that. No, this was just about America.
It had nothing to do about politics.
About love for the country, and it was phenomenal. It was put on with such class. Everything was great. The way they had Medal of Honor winners walking each athlete out.
And that's what I was going to get to. It's like obviously you had the Medal of Honor on this side, and then you had either a firefighter or a police officer, or a first responder on this side, and that's what I'm thinking we're going to see even at NASCAR this coming weekend at the Navy base. They're going to basically adopt a veteran or an active duty member to be a part of that. Each car.
That'd be really
the
cool.
drivers and stuff, and we're going to see all that.
I wonder if we're going to see J.D. Vance out there. Maybe he makes up.
There's rumors of that. Obviously having
that would be really neat.
Secretary of Defense or the Vice President there. But
it's a historic event as well. Our military, our government right now, they're doing so many different things to promote the 250th anniversary of our separation from England. And there's actually, I saw online now, some people out there, you may tell me this isn't true, but I saw it online, maybe it's true, I don't know, but there is a possibility if England and the USA and the World Cup end up being the last two, that actually happens on the 4th of July.
Oh, really?
Could you imagine England and the U.S.
The
final match would be on the 4th of July. Could you imagine USA and England on the 4th of July? That would be bonkers.
Yeah.
It would be bonkers.
I haven't seen the schedule, so I find it hard to believe they would schedule the soccer match on 4th of July, but it's possible.
Yeah.
They're going to schedule around the stadiums and everything else.
And the world.
Yeah, the world.
The world doesn't celebrate the 4th of July, just in the U.S.
Well, that's Independence Day here in America.
Yes. But other countries, they're like, hey, so you have a party, you have some fireworks. I don't know what you got going on over there. But
that's what we do. That's what we do here.
That's what we do here, and it will be if that does come to fruition. I think that would just be so off the chain.
Right.
Just historic.
Speaking of it, it's not that far away.
It's not.
We're only talking, 3 weeks till Independence Day?
2 weeks, basically.
2 weeks, 3 weeks?
2.5 weeks?
Yeah, something until Independence Day. So, we'll talk about Santee salutes here more in the podcast coming forward in the next week or next couple of weeks. All the extra things we have going on here in the city of Santee. But yeah, Independence Day is only like 3 weeks away. Yeah. 2 weeks away. So it's not that far. So we're going to be here before we know it. And we'll be obviously into the mix of summer here and halfway through the year, Rob.
I can't believe we're already halfway through the year.
Man.
That's nuts. But if you do come out tonight for the concert, know that we do actually have food vendors out there. We have a ton of food vendors out there. So if you want to come out hungry, you can feed the family while you're out there. Don't have to worry about eating first. Come on out there. Oh, look at that. Born in Brooklyn Pizzabilities, Taco Picasso. And then for dessert, you got Churro Addict and Kona Ice. Kona Ice is going to be really refreshing tonight. It's going to be a little warm and have a nice Kona Ice, shaved ice. That would be really nice out there. But you're also welcome to bring out your own food and have your own picnic out in the park. Bring your friends, bring your family, bring your neighbors, bring Fido. It's okay. You can bring your dogs out there as long as they can get along with other dogs, because there will be other people out there with dogs. Keep them on a leash. You'll be fine. The kids, you don't necessarily have to keep on a leash, but, recommended.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep them on a leash. No leashes for the kids, guys. But yes, the kids are welcome out there. They have the jumpies and stuff like that for them that they can jump around in, entertain themselves. There's always a bunch of kids out there playing soccer or baseball or whatever the case may be. Just startup games in the field, and they're kids. Everyone joins in. They're new best friends.
Well, I think we're going to end a little bit early today in the show, you guys, for a couple different reasons. It's actually a little bit loud here in the store with the music and all the.
Sorry, guys.
So we apologize. We are cognizant of that. So hopefully the show has been informative for you today. We're going to come back next week with obviously another show, and we'll get you that topic. We'll post it out on the socials here coming forward. Next week's concert, obviously, is a classic rock band here in Santee. There we go. Rob's showing the whole store now.
Yeah. The drinks are up there. Yep. Vapes, everything. Yes, we've got tons and tons of stuff out here.
Hey, brother, you're in the basket now.
So, all right. Sorry, just wanted to give you a little glimpse of what's going on in here.
Absolutely. So, like I said, we're going to end a little bit early today, just because it is a little louder here in the content. Hopefully, you got some good information out of this. If you guys had any questions, give us a call, give us a text, ask us next week on the show. We'll post on our socials here next week what the show's all going to be about, and we'll see you in next Thursday at 4 p.m. right here.
You got it. Until then, God bless you, God bless America, and God bless Santee. We'll talk to y'all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.